Hey everyone, Jim Gonzalez here, EDI Support LLC. So, another week down, another weekend, another Wednesday of getting together. Today, what we're going to talk about, the need for EDI consulting for companies working with TrueCommerce and SPS. A lot of people think that when you sign up for TrueCommerce or SPS, or you've been working with them for a little bit, they feel as though when they sign up with them that they don't need any type of EDI experience. They don't need them on staff. They don't need them as an outsource group, consultants, any of that. They're pretty much thinking that it's going to be hands off. These guys have it. They're going to manage our EDI system. They're going to manage our trading partner relationships. They're going to manage the business process into our various ERPs, WMS, TMS systems, and all of those things. That's far from the truth, because I have companies that reach out on a regular basis, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, that are talking to me about the need for help. They don't have the staff members that have the EDI knowledge or API knowledge or understand how the project management works. So if you're a consultant and you're watching on LinkedIn Live for this, or you happen to catch the video on YouTube later down the road, you might think, oh, I know TrueCommerce. I've used the Foundry platform, or I've used SPS and their fulfillment and fulfillment monitor. That stuff's easy to do. It may be easy for you as an EDI consultant and having a background in EDI or API, or being somebody that actually it was thrown on and you had to learn how to deal with it. Well, guess what? There's companies out there that have no clue. They don't know how to use the platform. They don't have people to do the project management for them. They have these challenges. So, the unique challenges faced by these companies is working with TrueCommerce and SPS, of understanding that, hey, if I have an EDI issue and my trading partner reaches out, TrueCommerce and SPS, they're not reviewing those on a daily basis. They're not looking for unacknowledged documents. They're not looking for your reports to match up when you send invoices out, or making sure that any of those things are occurring and that you have on a daily basis, or that when your trading partners reach out and they say, hey, we want to do a new relationship. We want to set you up for EDI. They've talked to your sales department. Well, guess what? If you don't have somebody that knows about grabbing the mapping guidelines, that knows about understanding what to grab the communication documents to lead the project as an EDI project manager, you're going to start to falter. And those implementations, because you don't have somebody working all of those things together, is going to start to lag. And yeah, they're going to tell you that there's customer success managers, there's project managers that are involved. But in all fairness, what you're going to learn is they're also not fully vested in your organization, and they're not fully vested in just your project. They have other projects that they're working on. So you need somebody to help represent you. And if you're an EDI consultant that's out there that's floundering, that says, hey, I can't find work, I don't know what to do, this is low-hanging fruit. There's so many installations of TrueCommerce and SPS that are out there. All you got to do is advertise. All you got to do is do some marketing. All you got to do is be like me and throw some videos out there to try to help people. Not even trying to garnish the work. I'm literally trying to provide advice, because there's plenty of work out there for all of us. And if you watch me and you see my posts on LinkedIn, I'm constantly trying to find resources and people that'll fit the mold to bring onto my team. One of my difficulties is I don't train people. I need experience. I need people that know what they're doing off the gate, right away, project management, supporting, filling out project plans, doing all that stuff. Are they easy to find? No, they're not by any means. But it's my job as the owner of EDI Support LLC, in the role that I've taken on, to try to find those people, so that when these companies reach out and they say, hey, we have a deficiency, we have projects that are lagging, projects that we're not getting done, trading partner relationships that are starting to get not so good, because our scorecards are going down, because we're not getting the attention, because, hey, how do we interact with TrueCommerce? How do we interact with SPS Support? How do we do this? Do we send them an email? Do we call them? Do we email them and call them? Do we follow up every hour? There's a lot of things that you learn when you go through those interactions. It's better to call them. Sometimes you can get quick responses through email, but hey, if you're not getting a quick response, get on the phone and call them. Look for a customer success manager. Do the things that are going to make your jobs easier. Yeah, they're there to maintain your EDI system. That means server is available, it's up and running. They put the maps in place. Those are common maps that are not unique to you. They're canonical, universal mappings that they feel everybody should be able to be good with because they passed the testing. And that's not always the case. It's really not. And you then find yourself faltering and scrambling, trying to find individuals to help you and walk you through it. And really, my team, as of right now, can only take on so much work. And I think most consulting companies are out there doing that. When consulting companies always say to me, hey, how do you stay busy? How do you do this? How do you do that? Listen, I'll give you free advice. I don't have a problem sharing where I've had pitfalls, where I've had success, any of those type of things. But I'm not going to reach out to you to tell you those things. I'm not going to come to a conference or a meeting or any of those type of things for me to then just spew that information out there free. You got to take me to dinner first. You got to woo me a little bit, and show me that your heart is in the right place to help people. Maybe that's me, maybe that's wrong, but that's who I am. So understand the unique situations and the challenges that they're going through of the project management, of the how to work through the business process and interact with your different ERP or WMS or TMS relationships that are out there. Because just because they are representing NetSuite or they're representing Oracle, when it comes to an ERP consultant, and that you're dealing with TrueCommerce, doesn't mean that they're all going to be on the same page and they're all going to understand how this flow in the business process should work. And you can't just throw your hands up in the air and expect them to do it. You have to have some ownership. So again, this is also calling out the companies that think they sign up with SPS and TrueCommerce and it's all, gravy and everything in the world is taken care of. That's not how that relationship works. And there's other platform providers that are out there that do the exact same thing that TrueCommerce and SPS do. We've seen it. We have clients that have reached out. We do some support, consulting, those type of things to help them. Now, is it our norm? No. Could it become a big part of EDI support? It could, because again, we're just here trying to help people. So understand what you're dealing with and what you're looking at. Why we know what we know about these challenges. A lot of clients over the years have reached out and asked for, moving from TrueCommerce to a platform like a Boomi or ECS and Delta or something of that nature, so that they can get more hands-on, so that they can control their maps, so that they can do those things. And we'll help them with that. We'll also take them through training. We'll do all those things. But along those ways, we had to learn TrueCommerce. We had to learn SPS Commerce. We had to learn those platforms so that we could go through and be able to trace down documents, look at raw EDI, try to figure out the configurations and all of those things, because you can't really rely on going to TrueCommerce and saying, hey, can you teach me how to use your product so that I can move this client away from your product? A lot of times they're going to laugh at you. A lot of third-party service providers are going to laugh at you and go, that's nice. Because they don't want to see that client go away, and they feel as though they don't want to lose that revenue. How can we win your business? How can we earn your trust back? How can we do all these things? So understand that you're not going to get the forthcoming help to move away from a product that you do when you're on the product and you're utilizing the product. And that's one of the things that a lot of clients and people don't understand also when it comes to that product. Some of the things that we also help out with is we help clients when they're negotiating. Clients will come to us. I recently just had a client that was negotiating. They were moving from QuickBooks to NetSuite, and they wanted to understand because they wanted to stay with TrueCommerce. Hey, no skin off my back. You want to stay with TrueCommerce? Cool. You want to stay with SPS? Cool. Understand what you get. Understand what you have. Understand all of those things. So during that negotiation period of working with the TrueCommerce salespeople, one of the things that I found out, which was crazy to me, this client on average was spending around $300 a month with TrueCommerce for the platform, trading partners, all of those things. The next thing that happened was they were turning around and renegotiating their contract because they were moving to NetSuite. And the salesperson literally said to them, oh, well, to handle your same transaction volumes, we're going to say that you should move up to this tier, because everything's in tiers, as it is right now that I know of with TrueCommerce. And that tier on a monthly basis became $1,900 a month. I was like, what? Wait, hold on. Your transaction volume didn't increase. You're moving from one ERP to another ERP. Why is your monthly number going from $300 a month on average to now they want to charge you $1,900? Like, what are you talking about? Well, I got on with the salesperson from TrueCommerce with a call with my client on there, and you could tell the salesperson didn't like me being on that call. They just weren't happy because I was questioning it. I just said, okay, so the standard that they have is $175 a month. That's the level that they're at. And they're exceeding that, their kilocharacter usage. And their ad becomes basically $300 a month on average throughout the whole year. And now, because they're moving to NetSuite and you're renegotiating their contract, you want to put them in a contract level at $1,900 a month. I said, isn't there a tier right above that, like for usage and that kind of stuff? Well, this is our new pricing when we come into 2024. I said, well, okay, we're in December. What's your pricing levels? Show me what your tier volumes are. Show me what your document levels are. Show me what your kilocharacters are. Show me that stuff. And from there, we can decide which one we feel we should be sitting at. We shouldn't be going from 300 to 1,900. That jump just doesn't make any sense to me. Well, the salesperson kept reiterating, well, we don't like to see clients go have overage. We like to put them where they make sense. Okay, cool. So let me see your 2024 pricing, and I'll show you what tier we should be at based on transaction volume, based on kilocharacter usage. And we'll sign the deal at that level. Well, you're just not understanding. No, I am understanding. You're trying to move them from 300 to 1,900. Not complicated. And you're telling me you're doing it because you don't want to see them have overages. I get that. So then, what's the next tier? It doesn't go 300 to 1,900. So where does a consultant help out? An EDI consultant helps out because I know that's a falsehood. I know that doesn't make any sense. I know that you're trying to consult the company into signing a contract for a volume that they'll never reach, or maybe they will reach, but it's going to take them 5 years to get to that level because that's how long it takes for their order growth and expansion. So these are the type of things that I run into, or I get drawn into, or my team gets drawn into, and we share information, we share emails, we share all those things amongst the company to know what's going on and what's happening out there in the marketplace. I don't need to sell people on why they need TrueCommerce consultants or SPS consultants or any of those type of things. You will see it as you go through it. So you're either going to learn it from bumps and issues and maybe upset trading partners and projects that should only take 2 months are taking 6 to a year. Or you're going to run into consultants on their end at TrueCommerce and SPS that truly don't understand. In one of the instances I've run across, pharmaceutical industry. Pretty big client. Got them doing pharmaceuticals. They don't understand how pharmaceuticals work. They don't understand the Drug Security Act. They don't understand those ramifications that move along with that. They're having a problem interacting with TraceLink. Somebody that does it, somebody that understands it, understands the moving parts and understands how it all interacts together and becomes that customer's advocate to try to get these things figured out as fast as possible when you're working with third-party organizations like a TrueCommerce and an SPS. I'll probably get a bunch of TrueCommerce and SPS folks checking out my profile on LinkedIn, and maybe I'll even get an email again telling me how I'm trying to use them to gain position with other customers and clients and all these fun things. Well, the truth of the matter is, no, sorry, I'm not doing that. I'm doing the spread of knowledge. Just so happens that you guys have most of the have a lot of installations out there and a lot of companies that are on your platform. So those are who I run across, whether I'm asked for help or asked to replace them. Doesn't matter. So they have a fit. They fit the need. They work for certain clients. Again, we're not always the fit. Systems that are out there are not always the fit. There's crucial roles in EDI consulting, and well-rounded EDI individuals and professionals is navigating through those challenges. The daily error monitoring, project management, integration assistance, working with the TrueCommerce and SPS support folks, talking with the internal folks at the companies that you're helping to represent as a consultant. If you go out there, and again, if you Google it and you Google whatever search engine you're going to use, look up, type in TrueCommerce Consulting. See how many companies come up. You're not really going to find any, but understand how many companies that are sitting in a bad position, that are floundering and throwing their hands up because they don't have somebody to help them. This is what we're talking about. This is what I wanted to hop on here and just let whether you're a company that's out there dealing with TrueCommerce or dealing with SPS and they're your third-party provider and you're struggling and you're going, hey, who can help me? EDI consultants that are out there can help you. EDI Support LLC can help you. We can help guide you. We can help lead you by education. We can help do all these things, whether you want to take it on or you want to outsource it, or however you envision it. You can always figure out who's out there to help you. So it doesn't really look like anybody's giving me any comments on this particular topic, which is okay. There's no problems with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it up. We're going to say, listen, follow us here on LinkedIn, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, join our Discord group to keep learning from experts and get quick answers to your EDI and API questions. All those links will be in the details section. Again, this is Jim Gonzalez. It looks like, actually, we did get a comment. Kashi, you're welcome. You're welcome for the chat. So everybody have a great week. If you have any questions, reach out. Again, I'm here just trying to help spread the word. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.